Hello and welcome. You are watching the PDGA National Tour on JomezPro. We are here at the Beaver State Fling from beautiful Milo McIver State Park in Estacada, Oregon. BigSexy commentary here with you, Nate Sexton and Jeremy Koling.
Halfway through the event, we have got such tight competition. This course always brings out the best in players. We got Kevin Jones coming from space, I think.
Yeah?
He's in, well, first position on our chase card. Or what was that? Is he tied for first? What was that? I don't know what's going on here. We got Jordan. What are you calling Jordan? You're calling him Jordan Smastro. We've got the Prince of Jomez himself, Anthony Barela, self-proclaimed. Well, look at that smile. That's a Prince smile right there.
Definitely.
And back-to-back days, we've got Andrew Fish skipping into the screen. He's 100%, 12 of 12 in Circle 1 putts. Hole West.
Let's
West
go.
Hole
West
1.
course. This one's a good one. Hole 1 is a 630-foot par 4. Low ceiling, tight gap off the tee. You got to find this sunny area on your drive and then cross over the out-of-bounds road, left side of the road, obviously OB as well, to get up to this green to set up a birdie putt. This is one you really have to earn with the drive. You're not really going to get up and down from a bad position.
I wish you would have told me that yesterday.
I tried.
Jordan Smastro. El Roboto Jordan here today he's going to be playing with some headphones over the ear.
I can't believe he can throw drives and not have these things slip. But
Well, I mean, that's smooth.
yeah,
What are you worried about?
I guess not a lot. That's a little high. So that I'm guessing he has kind of a decision to make.
Yeah,
from
that's
there,
a 50-50 decision on
whether you're going to lay up or go.
Yep. Kevin Jones, who's been on coverage all the way, starting first round on the feature group, remaining on the chase card yesterday. And round 3, chase card again. This is a perfect kind of drive for Kevin, who loves throwing those low ceiling, fast drivers. Just a little bit too low off the tee that time.
Yeah, that's again going to be pretty tough. Go for it from there, but he definitely, as you say, he's got that nice low power, so he can definitely do it.
Right.
But he's bringing a lot of risk into play, going for it from there. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised to see him do it though.
Anthony with a really beautiful drive.
Oh yeah.
That is a nice angle, great distance. Anything past that tree that you see those other players come up short of is going to put you in the position to really get aggressive on your approach.
Fish. Ooh, this is inside. And that is going to be definitely not a place he can go for the green. He's going to have to lay up from back there.
That's going to be a hard 4 even.
Looks like Kevin is going for this, playing it a bit safe.
Oh,
Do not
don't
hit that tree.
Yeah,
wow.
Well, good side of the tree. Any further left.
And that's kicking straight in the road.
Yeah. That's a good, safe, aggressive play. You know, if he had maybe gotten it up a little bit higher, he could have got to a long Kevin Jones jump putt range.
Yep. This is aggressive as well. Curls nicely.
Heavy on the cut angle.
That's going to be a very low ceiling.
And that's a really nice shot from Jordan. Pushing the wide side, really never in any danger.
Oh, yeah. Making that look easy. He wasn't even that in an amazing position because his drive got knocked down. But throwing from a good angle, great power, good commitment to the shot. Anthony, ooh.
That's going to be good. He's going to skip off the road.
Is it deep?
Yeah, it's definitely long, but a result he'll be okay with, considering I think that was actually,
Yeah, he's
inside
not
the
too
circle.
bad. Not too bad.
It's going to be an obstructed putt.
Oh, that's pretty high. Gets through.
Fights through nicely, and that is going to be a tap in.
Oh, yeah.
Good work from Andrew. Kevin, that is an unforced error. He needs to make this putt. There's really nothing in the way for his approach besides that one thing he hit.
That's going to be frustrating.
That is a costly bogey.
Anthony for a birdie. Nicely done.
Good putt from the rough. Young kid with a knee brace on. You hate to see that. Oof.
Wow.
Jordan.
Smash is right.
Yeah, Smastro in the basket.
Andrew with the two-handed tap out for par.
It's like he's giving the basket a gift. And that's what Andrew Fish does. He gives gifts. He's a gift giver.
Hole 2, par 4, 630 feet around the corner, down the hill, over the creek to the basket, up on this stump. One of the more iconic holes out here. You're always seeing pictures of this green. Yeah. Easy to see why. It's a really fun hole. You're going to go distance driver, big hyzer, kind of a little flippier is better because you get a little glide around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
This looks pretty solid. And then from there, you're going to look at a mid-range, most likely mid-range or putter, straight into the green.
Nice shot from Jordan. Pretty simple hyzer for these players, but you know, in the rain, the ceiling actually pushed down about 2 feet.
Mm-hmm. AB was going crazy high
Oh,
with
yeah.
this, and
Too
he catches
wide.
some trees. He's got an okay angle. He's just a lot farther away than you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boy, nice line.
Yeah, nice tight line, like Kevin said. That's cutting off quite a bit of the fairway.
Mm-hmm. And I'll set him up for a hyzer into the green, which is a little more comfortable than having to force that dead straight shot. Wow,
Kevin
that
going
is
really high and tight.
definitely ambitious. That's nice. This could get back into the long grass.
Mm-hmm. It's right in the edge. That's okay. All the players are in decent position. The approach really isn't that difficult as long as you're not more than 350 away. And
AB's right at that neighborhood, maybe around 350.
He's got the disc flat. It's going to fade a little bit left, but I think he's got all the distance to get up to the green.
Oh yeah.
Certainly does. That's a good approach shot.
This is a nice one. I always feel like to keep in mind that there's that big slope behind the basket. Just throw it a little harder, and you know, usually it goes right to it anyway. But you can always deal with a little extra power here and just kind of bump up against that hill. You'll be fine.
And Jordan, even though that was a little sawed off, is still within about 26 feet or so.
Yeah. Kev's gonna go standstill. That's a big drive,
and actually going with a mid-range. And kind of a tough angle just because he was a little too high, nose up off the tee, put him back into the a little bit further right than left than he wanted to be.
Wake up, Fish! Wake up! Just in time. Oh no, he stayed slightly asleep.
Oh.
The eyes closed and the yawn before, just kind of centering himself. But unfortunately, that one he really hung on to. You don't see that very often from any professional, but Andrew Fish especially, a great mid-range thrower.
Kevin.
Whoa.
Wow.
That is a monster putt on the elevated basket.
Yeah. I love seeing his commitment to jump putts. He just really puts his whole entire effort into it every time, and it's always good to see.
Fish nearly
Wow.
makes something happen. He's going to have a little bit of a putt left.
Yeah, he's still away.
Oh, no.
As well. I mean, he arguably had the best drive of the group, so that was
yeah, I think he did.
And Jordan's going to pick up the birdie. AB moving up for an opportunity to start the round off birdie, just like Jordan. And he's low as well. And I'm not going to say that's a scary putt. It's not like a death putt, but there might be a little fear involved because you are elevated. You're putting to an elevated basket, and it just slopes behind or downhill the whole way behind the basket.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
Maybe a little tentative putt just because of that. I don't know.
Hole 3, par 3, 285. Very narrow fairway. There's a sweeping line that the drone is flying where you can go backhand turnover or forehand hyzer. And then there's also this kind of tiny, super straight gap that you sometimes see people go forehand roller. I even saw a forehand air shot through there the other day. So we'll see. I bet these players are probably going to go left gap. But every once in a while, somebody will surprise you and take that right line.
That's kind of the percentage play. Just hope that you get past that one in the middle or the 17 other on the edge.
Those were good kicks. He just barely missed the fairway, but he wasn't really punished. He'll have a long putt. This is one of those holes where if you kick off the fairway, you can get in actual serious trouble.
And that looks like a good play to just get most of the way up the fairway. That's a
solid.
smart shot. He wasn't trying to go for the park job, which can get you in trouble.
Yeah, the angle was too sharp to reach the basket, but very good shape for hitting the fairway.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And Anthony going with the aggressive line, trying to get maybe an ace.
Yeah.
Not just trying to get to the basket, trying to get more than that. And this is a smooth line. Oh, it doesn't hit a thing. Andrew Fish, ladies and gentlemen, right after the bogey putt on hole 2, steps up with a great drive on the 3rd. Anthony.
Oh, I thought he made it around that. He's going to have a long putt. 60-footer for the par.
Wow.
Seriously.
Wow. This is why people play so well in this course. Look at that spin putt the whole way,
That
fighting
is
through
so
limbs.
good. And Kev, too, those are like, keep an eye out. When we get that year-end highlight video out,
Yeah.
I mean, those putts are in it. Those
Yeah.
2 putts were amazing.
Yeah. Big time par save for Anthony. Smash throw from about 45, 50 maybe. Good effort. Wow, Kevin gets all the way up here with a chopped sidearm. That's pretty impressive.
And he doesn't even want the jumper. Was he really inside?
He might have been just in the...
I feel like he always jumps that range. Maybe that was inside, but it didn't look like it.
Oh, no.
Fish was a little quick in his routine there, perhaps. Definitely going to be frustrated with that after what happened last hole.
Two drop putts inside 27 feet. The cyborg, Jordan Castro.
Yeah.
I don't know. We got to come up with a good nickname for him while he's wearing these over-ear headphones.
We're wearing over-ear headphones.
Well, yeah, but that's our job.
It's his job, too.
Golly, man. Golly.
Hole 4, par 3, just 175. This is a little shorty, but as you can see on that left side, there's a bit of a cliff situation. So if you bounce off this one tree right here, which a lot of people do, you can end up all the way down, and bogey can come into play really quick. Ideally, you're just going to throw backhand putter, slight anhyzer, slide it right up to the basket. On the surface, not too hard of a hole.
No, it's not. And
But
it's just the most
that is
annoying
a-
175-foot hole you ever
The
played.
gaps are small, man. The gaps are small.
And I love the hole. I don't want to say I love it, but I don't. It's not a bad hole. It's
This
just
is good. Yeah, I think
it's
a great-
annoying to miss it.
It's a great hole. I missed it twice. I'm very annoyed, but it's
one over. on
it's a
it.
great, it's a fun hole to throw. You can
Yeah.
get a little ace run.
I don't think I've ever missed this hole in
Whoa,
practice.
this thing got away from him, but it
Oh.
might be fine.
Yeah, this is a shot you make in practice every single time, and then you get to the tournament and you hit the first tree. You're just like, oh yeah, of course.
That's the tree I always hit.
Yep.
I've hit that tree twice this tournament. All right, now Jordan. He's got his noise canceling on for this putt.
We have one player in position. Well, I guess.
AB's in position.
Okay.
Fish just right. At least he didn't. I thought he kicked harder than that. I think he might have hit the fence because I thought that kick was going to send him down the hill, and he
Yeah.
wasn't too bad.
AB.
Whoa.
Wow.
Just a little sneer is all he's going to manage.
That was like 7 points of contact on the basket before
Yeah.
it eventually fell out. That's
Yeah.
a tough finish, tough result.
Nice job by Kevin, making an easy hole look easy. That's
Well,
what you're
he's-
supposed to do.
He's the putter guy, you know. If putter guy missing 175-foot holes, a little more hurtful than
Yep.
these other guys that maybe that's not their specialty.
Yep. On to hole 5, downhill par 3, 420 feet. Extremely well guarded pin location because you've got to go from the high tee pad to the extremely low ceiling drive. Ideally, fast distance driver hitting the ground right below the drone here with significant angle so that it can skip up there towards the basket. Occasionally, you will see a roller, but it's a really hard roller to throw because you're throwing from so high and into
Yeah.
a pretty constrained fairway.
Well, they also redid this tee box. And when they did that, I believe they moved the tee box a little bit over to the left. At least
Oh.
the furthest right edge of it is a little bit further left now.
Okay.
And you needed to start off a little bit further towards that PDGA sign to be able to get the roller down on the ground.
If this can duck under these branches.
Oh, that's looking really great. Oh,
Wow, that's
Yeah.
nice. Didn't quite get the angle to skip back to the pin, but, I mean, that's fantastic.
Pin high, 35 feet?
You don't see them that good very often.
No.
And this must be super overstable. AB just hammering the Anheuser here.
Wow. Yeah.
And where's the skip? I'm surprised.
It looks like it caught a little bit of that, the edge of those branches on
Must
the firs.
have, because that had heat on it.
Andrew needs to get something going. He's 1 over through 4.
I think this is probably a force, but he left it with too much hyzer. I also struggle sometimes to commit to my power with that downhill, and those low branches really rise up to meet your shot. Oh, man, he's going to have another tester. Wow, more than a tester, actually.
Yeah, this is not a good start for Andrew so far.
And this is just going to blow right through the green, but not too far past.
One of the trickier greens we have, it's not just blocked on one side. It's blocked pretty much all the way around. The front and the back are the only really safe access points, but there's a low ceiling all the way around.
Oh, no.
Andrew's going to have at least 25 feet left for his bogey.
For the birdie.
Sideboard.
Yes.
Look at that.
Nice pickup there. That's a bonus birdie, to be sure.
I love watching the player's face as they see a disc going into the basket.
Whoa. Wow, Fish is really having a tough go right now.
Yeah, the issues on the green have translated to issues on the green, or off the tee.
Hey everyone, we just want to let you know that our coverage this weekend is brought to you by our patrons over at patreon.com/JomezPro. We've got a huge support system of over 1,900 people and counting. If you're not on that, we ask that you consider getting involved. Thanks.
That's a first-time thing, brought to you by the Patreon supporters. I personally, I'm a FollowFlight fam.
Oh, yeah?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, get in there with me.
For sure. I love FollowFlight. I'm a big fan of the FollowFlight.
Yeah, I'm in the fam. Hole 6, par 5, 850 feet. Big hyzer drive. Get as left as you can off the tee pad while still getting a bunch of distance to set yourself up for the best angle to try to do philo things and get up in there for a chance at maybe the elusive 2 or even an eagle 3.
We really just can't call this hole 6 anymore. I mean, the
the
locals
philo
call it the
hole.
philo hole.
Yeah, he's earned that.
It used to be called hole 1 because people would start their rounds over here on the West Course.
This is hole 1 of the 27-hole layout.
Yeah,
I
the
believe.
27 hole now, correct. But this is the philo hole now, and it always will be. I mean, when you get a shot that's seen by, I'm going to approximate 50 million views,
Yeah,
it becomes your.
he earns it.
Kevin Jones, the center cut drive, that'll put him in position for philo things.
AB's going to get big here. This is a little bit wide right. It's good power, but I just don't think this is going to swing enough to be in a spot that he's going to love. It's going to be more of a force over. Not that he minds that shot, but you'd like to be much more close to the left edge.
Yeah.
And Fish is kind of following him. This is a little bit more left than Anthony, I think.
Yeah, all these drives are fine.
They're
I think
definitely fine.
The big problem was just trying to get a little bit too much and sawing it off too tight to the left where you can see the big brush on the left makes it really tough to throw your second shot. And Jordan with a nice angle. I don't know if this is wide enough, but that
Not quite wide enough.
It was
but
so
that's
close.
That's actually a nice reaction. Get him away from those trees. Give him an angle to just kind of lay a putter up.
I mean, you could see there just from that reverse angle, he was only a mere couple of feet away, and maybe just a good break, maybe going underneath a limb.
Yeah.
And look at this play from Andrew Fish. We don't see him throw too many forehands, but this play is to try to get near Jordan's, as you see there in the play.
Yep.
And
That's perfect.
just a little jump putt to the green and try to make this hole as easy as possible. And don't be fooled by the fact that it says par 5. A lot of these players are trying to go for that 3, and they're trying to make this whole play like a par 4.
Look at him go. Yes.
That is a fantastic shot, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Extreme Anheuser release, super high. That's a shot you don't see a lot of players have command over.
This isn't a shot that you practice. Oh, a foot fault has been called.
Interesting.
Look where my mark is, though, bro.
I just didn't know where the mark was. You stepped on your disc in general.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody else saw it though.
It wasn't seconded, I don't think.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
One,
I mean, I just saw
two,
it step the disc. That's all I saw. So I don't know if you guys saw it.
All right. A second has to be made within a short period of time, within a reasonable amount of time, and none was made. Kevin will move on. And I like that. I like the respect of being able to make a call and not worrying about the feelings. I mean, that's the way that this. While this sport,
Fish.
that would have been the thing.
That's
Andrew needed
exactly
at this
what he
point.
needed. Yeah.
Oh no,
The
Anthony!
eagle putt.
Goodness. Anthony can be a bit schizophrenic sometimes. You'll see him make some of the most impressive putts and then just lose focus for a second. And it's not something he always does, and it's just part of the growing pains of becoming the consummate professional that we all know that he will be.
Yeah, for sure.
And he is already one of the top players on tour. It's just
Yep.
every once in a while, it's just like, oh, man.
Yep.
This is not a mistake you see like the likes of Macbeth making. You know, that's one of the things that makes him stand out so much, and Ricky and Eagle and some of those other guys. They convert. But going back to making calls, I mean, that's something that so many of us are tentative to do.
Ooh, star frame time.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
$25.
Hole 7, par 4, 587. This one is nicknamed the landing strip hole because it kind of looks like a little airplane runway here down the middle. If you don't come to rest on this big island in the middle of the parking lot, you have to go to a drop zone that's very punitive. So you're looking at a big number if you aren't able to come to rest inbounds. The prevailing play is going to be that flat backhand over the road on the right, kind of minimizing the amount of skip. So this is just ideal.
Yep.
Disc is perfectly flat. It's going to come in here and nestle, not a whole lot of movement towards that other side OB. Dead middle of the fairway, loving that.
Look at Jordan just really dissecting this course so far.
Yeah,
Clean round, 4 down.
Kev is really testing the edge over
This
here.
needs to get really overstable.
This might do it, though. No, I thought he might have a chance to
Yeah.
catch the road. So he's going to have to go to the drop zone.
And that is a new rule for this year. I don't know if you said that.
Is it?
Yeah,
There's-
it's been you go where you crossed in years prior, but this year it's the first year that it's been an island play where you go to a drop zone. That was not the distance I think Anthony was looking for.
just
but
needed more height. Got the nice flip, but he's in the fairway.
Yep. And
Fish is wide, but he didn't flip it, so this
Yep.
should be just fine.
yeah, that's plenty wide. Not worried about OB left. That's just going to be right there in the middle.
Kevin has the power to reach from this drop zone, but it's we'll see what he does. I'm sure he's going big highs or trying to get around to everything.
I'd say it's probably only 430 to the pin.
But it's a lot of risk. You know, you could definitely go OB twice. This looks good, though.
Yeah, good low ceiling shot. That's
Wow,
gonna
this
skip
is
past
better
it.
than good.
Oh man, that is so good.
Easily the best shot I've ever seen from there. Wow. It's definitely over 400 feet.
Yeah. I was there first round, and I felt like I had to throw about 430 to 435,
And there's just OB everywhere. That is such a clutch shot.
yeah, you don't see too many follow flights from drop zones, but that definitely warranted it.
Yeah, deserving. This is pretty high. This low ceiling green, that's not getting through anytime soon. Gonna have a long putt.
It's kind of an AB distance putt,
Yeah, it is actually.
a little spin putt for him. Jordan, this is a bit tight.
Oh, nice reaction.
Certainly a favorable result with a missed shot, but got a little bit of work left to do.
Nice shot from Fish.
Fish is just trying to find a streaking player in the end zone in ultimate. Oh, look at that. Another 60-foot graphic here. Can he do it again? Yep. That's an Anthony Barela putt for you. You know, some players, like, you know, when you have a spin player like Anthony, sometimes their comfort zone is a little bit further away. When you
Yep.
have to spin putt from 25 feet, you might be a little worried about the speed control and spitting out.
Look at Jordan with another birdie.
Yeah, he's off to a fire start. And Fish picking up his first birdie of the round. That's going to... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hole 6. I just don't really think of hole 6 as being a par 5.
It sort of exists in between, but I like it better as a 5, I think. Than
Okay.
4. I mean, I don't know.
It doesn't make a difference.
It could be either
really.
one. It could be either one.
Either way, he's got back-to-back birdies now, and he's only one over for the round.
Yeah, hole 8 is a par 3 at 485. One of the toughest par 3s you're going to find. Probably not going to get any star frame donations here. We would have to get some amazing rollers, but players are going to go with, you can go huge hyzer around the outside. You can go roller if you want to get aggressive, or you can throw just kind of a soft hyzer up the middle. That's probably the most common thing, like this. Not really hyzer, but flat and finish left. That's really more what you want. Flat and finish left. This is perfect.
Jordan is playing very, very well. Very consistent.
Yep.
He's not making anything look harder than it needs to look, which is just so what you're looking for on this course.
This is too much.
Overturned. Too much power for the young kid. But
He got through, though.
yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, he'll be okay. Nothing in his way. Just got to get the speed control right, get over that road, and don't blast it past the basket.
On this island, if you hit the top of the hillside, you're going to go out of bounds long because there's just nothing stopping
it's
it.
just dry grass.
Fish with a nice throw out to the bulk of the fairway, and Kevin can be quite aggressive sometimes, but I don't.
Wide hyzer?
Yeah, I think he's going to go with the wide hyzer. He likes that play.
Not wide enough. Get in bounds.
Oh, no.
Man.
And I like the wide hyzer play if you're trying to get close enough where you can potentially make a long putt. Kevin having to make a decision here. Well, it looks like he's
definitely going for the island from here.
Yeah, but this can be a bit scary. That's looking.
Oh, wow. I'm pretty sure he was going for the
Oh,
island.
yeah, he was. He was trying to slide it up.
He got fortunate to just stop right there.
Anthony throwing the Nova with that grippy rim, just
Well done.
Velcroing itself to the ground.
Good shot from Fish.
And Kevin kind of. Oh, we're going to go to Jordan. Still hasn't thrown yet. Just a jump putt from there.
Easy.
Kevin's got a bit of a decision. He likes this range. This is maybe a little bit further than he'd like to be for a long jump putt. But, yeah, he's just going to kind of give that a layup.
Yeah.
Going to have to take his pill and walk away with a 5 at best. It's got costly.
Double bogey.
Kind of plays more like a single bogey, but it's still 2 strokes worse than most players in the field are taking.
Did we have any twos on the hole?
Not in this round, but Garrett Gerthy, I actually saw him go the big Kevin Jones hyzer wide play. Came about 4 or 5 feet short of the out of bounds road, and then made the putt with, I believe, a Sonic.
Beautiful.
But yeah, I saw that first round, and it was the only one of the whole time. So,
all right, time for our leaderboard check-in. Hey, everybody. We got Eagle McMahon coming in 24 under right now through 8 holes of this round. He has a 2-shot lead. Seppo Payu in second. Jordan and AJ Risley tied for third. We also just want to say thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, being here with us for these videos. We're going to keep them coming at you. Well, let's get back to the action, Jordan.
let's do it.
Hole 9, par 4, 689. This one is pretty wide open, but it gets a little tougher every year. I remember when those trees on the right, we used to call them Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Because they were small enough that you could just throw any shot you wanted, backhand hyzer, anything. They're not really Christmas trees anymore, maybe like for the nation's capital. but they're not. You're not getting them in your house.
Yeah.
Those trees are big now. So you want to throw it out here pretty much just far and straight, big distance drive, S-turn shot. This is really going to go right. Wow. Yeah, this is right and pretty short, actually.
Leaves a big hyzer. The problem with a big hyzer is you do have that, I want to call it a mammoth Christmas tree or elephantitis Christmas tree.
Jordan's wasn't actually that bad. He's okay. He's still in the short grass.
Anthony with a heavy turn, getting big flex. This is a huge drive, and if that's far enough left, the problem is he threw it too far. If he was a little bit shorter, he'd have a really simple hyzer sidearm approach.
He still will, I think. Spike forehand would be my guess.
Okay.
But we will see.
And Fish with a really nicely controlled shot. This should leave a pretty simple backhand comet and hyzer approach shot is what I'm guessing. And see if Kevin takes a little bit of frustration out. He might not have any frustration. He might have just left that 5 back on hole 8.
At least he got it flipped. That was scary out of the hand.
And he actually did a similar thing in round 1.
Here comes that backhand hyzer. I guess you still can do it.
Oh, you can still do it. If you're Kevin Jones, that's definitely still in play.
Where's this going to come down? Beautiful.
Wow, what a recovery shot.
That was great.
He's pleased. Jordan with a nice control backhand and hyzer. I am so impressed right now with what we're seeing from Jordan Castro right now. He's going to go 6 down on the front 9. Never in trouble, not one single time in the entire front, making some good punts early.
Yeah. And Fish goes forehand spike.
Okay. He's got that in his wheelhouse.
Yep. It's a nice play from there. Control the distance a little easier than the mid-range, probably. And AB gonna
little roll reversal.
Yeah, I thought he would have a little forehand, but he likes the backhand better.
I think he was a little too tight. That's a decent result, considering being tucked in behind that tree so close. And Anthony, once again, you've seen that issue with the shorter putts, just not really able to commit. And that kind of creeps into your mind sometimes when you're a spin putter. Like, inside the circle, if you putt with a lot of steam and you miss, a long comeback putt is what you have left. So it might be creeping up into his mind a little bit. I don't want to really speak for what's happening inside those beautiful locks, but
that's where the mind is.
And another gift to the basket. Andrew Frisch presents 3 birdies in the last 4 holes, picking up a little bit after the slow start.
All right, guys, that concludes our front 9 coverage of the chase card from round 3. We will be back for the finish of the Milo West course. Some really, really nice par 3s. See how these guys attack some very difficult hole locations.